Right, we're here for Get Supple plus ELDOA today, and the focus is long stretches. So we're going to use a contract, relax method today, just a little bit different than some of the stretches that we've been doing recently. And I hope you find some new ways to get a little bit deeper into some of those areas that may be tighter than other places on your body. And if you have a ball, grab your ball. We're going to use that for some of the exercises today. Okay, join me down on your back. So you're going to be on your back, starting off today on your back, right back to the floor. Arms out wide, and with the feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart, we're going to tip the knees from right to left. So rotating the hips right to left, rotating the knees. I like to call this the windshield wipers. It's like your leg bones are the windshield wipers going across, nice and easy. If you are tight or tender in your lower back, take it a little bit more slowly. Just rotate through the range of motion and the pace that you're comfortable with the goal being just to mobilize that lumbar spine. Okay, part two. Take your arms up over your head. We're going to exhale, roll up, and take one foot, pull the ankle as close as you can towards your nose, and then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, we're going back down to the mat. Exhale, roll up, pulling the ankle towards your nose, and don't worry how far that ankle is, or how close that ankle is getting towards your nose. Do not worry about that. Just bring it in as close as you can without upsetting your knee or anything like that. Just a really big stretch, pull, and then switch. Make sure you're pulling your belly button down towards the spine on the way up. Using those ab muscles and using the arms for momentum. You want to be rolling up and then unrolling on the way down. One more on each side here, pulling it in even a little bit closer, trying to sit up nice and tall, not rounding in the upper back. One more. Okay, and then we're going to turn over onto our front. So arms are out wide. I want you to bend your right knee, or bend one knee, and lift the foot up and over towards the opposite hand. So we're rolling, and then place the hips back on the floor, bend the opposite knee, roll up and over. So it's like a reverse of the windshield wipers. This should feel really good on your lower back. Nice big stretch, so take it slow, easy. Remember, you are trying to get your big toe as close to the opposite hand as you can. Good stretch back. Add those nice deep inhales as you're opening up. Okay, one more on each side. If you're starting to notice that you're able to get a little bit further each time, that's a good sign. Things are moving. All right, from here, hands to the mat. Come up on your hands and feet. And then alternate pressing your heels down, right and left, calf stretch. So we're focusing on the calf stretch. We're getting benefits for the shoulders here as well, just having body weight on the hands. So leaning a little bit further forward. And then take your right foot and step it as close as you can towards your right hand. Pulling that hip stretch, let the knee relax to the outside, back in, lift the back knee, and then step back to feet together. We'll just do one more on the other side. Step forward, down, let the knee open, relax. Bring the knee back in, lift the back knee, and then step. Hands and knees. Okay, taking your knees apart, I'm going to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling so you're opening the chest. Come down on the shoulder, on the elbow, and then take the other arm back for a stretch. So hands to the mat. We're going to repeat that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. You don't need to take this other arm back as well. You could just do the right arm. And then rest to the floor. And then come back up again. Okay, so you choose if you don't need to go that far. So there's the extra. And we're going to switch sides. Okay, left arm goes up. And reach it under. Inhale back, or just hold it for another inhale again. And one more good one here with the breath. You're trying to get that big rotation through the thoracic spine, stretching between your shoulder blades, and then coming all the way back up. Okay, carefully come up onto your feet, come up to standing. Bringing you with me here. I'm going to do a standing side bend. So taking your arms together, inhale the arms right up overhead, and tuck your tailbone under. So your body weight is in the heels. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. And we're going to side bend right and left. So you're going as far as you're comfortable going each time, trying to go a little bit further. Try to use that bottom arm to pull the top arm. Pull further over. Good. You're also pushing the hips in the opposite direction. We're going to hold this one at the bottom. So get the really good alignment, weight in your heels. Hips are reaching one way, the arms are reaching the other way. Pull. Bottom shoulder rolls a little bit further, go down more. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up, touch the ceiling. Get a little bit longer. You know you're doing this right if your shirt is lifting higher and higher, up and over. One more time, other side. And so remember, you're also pushing that lower body to the side. Go down a little bit deeper. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Bring your hands onto your lower back. So we're trying to open the chest, open the collarbones, relax your head back. Squeeze your butt to stabilize the hips, push the hips forward, weight in the heels. Inhale, lift the chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, go a little bit further back, but you're really just focusing on pushing those hips forward. Inhale, come up. Bring the arms overhead one last time. We're going to pull the belly button in tight to the lower body. Or sorry, tight to the lower back. And I'm just standing sideways. So you kind of see I'm starting by tucking my chin towards my neck, then my nose towards my chest, forehead towards the belly button. I'm rounding down slow, fully supported with abs snugged in tight to that low back. Lay down, nice and easy. Keep squeezing the abs in tight. Bend your knees until your fingers touch the floor. When your fingers touch the floor, we're going to try and walk out the knees, right and left. Still lifting the hips upward. We're trying to loosen up any tight spots through that low back. Good, wiggle it around, stretch, and then equal body weight on both feet. Hamstring stretch. So trying to get your face as close to the legs as you can, whatever that is for today, and then try to lift your hips. We're trying to straighten the legs more. Pushing into the balls of the feet. This is a really big stretch for most people. Hang in there, go for it. One more deep breath here. And then slowly roll your way back up with that strong core. So belly button is still pulling in, arms with the ears. We're coming up one vertebrae at a time, and then at the top, give one more extra big stretch in all directions. And we're all warmed up and we're ready for more stretching. Okay, the warm-ups are so important though. I know you already get that. Okay, so we're gonna start with one of the best stretches. Well, I'm gonna just say it's one of the best. It's one of the best areas for a beginning stretch, which is the hip flexors, because they're at the hub, middle of the body, and they cause the most trouble. And almost everybody has tight ones. I shouldn't say that everybody does, but it's very common. So we're going to start this with 1 foot forward. You're on one knee. The knee that you're kneeling on, that's the arm that's going to go straight up. And if you can, we're tucking those toes under on the back foot. It's not essential, but it does add to that fascial stretch. Go ahead and tuck your tailbone under to flatten the lumbar spine as much as you can. And consciously push up through the crown of your head. Top of the head lifting up, so we're lengthening through the back of the neck. Now we're lunging forward with that same alignment into the front foot until you feel it pulling here. Good, reaching up through the arm. Okay, we're gonna do our first contract relax here. Try to have the palm of your upper hand flat to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. For 5 seconds, I want you to isometrically pull this bottom knee forward towards your front ankle. So of course, because your body weight is on there, it isn't gonna move, so that's where the isometric part comes in. And then stop pulling it. So kind of relax, just natural again, holding that strong posture. See if you can bring this front knee any further forward. But maybe not, we're gonna try again. Pulling that back knee forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax the pull. You can come a little bit further forward. These are micro adjustments. I can feel quite a lot happening in my body. I have no doubt that you can't see any change in what I'm doing. Let's do it one more time. Are you feeling this? Let me know. Okay, tuck that tailbone under, pull the back knee forward. 5, 4, keep pulling. 3, 2, 1. Slowly ease off and then see if you can't bend that front knee just a little bit deeper. Really slowly come out, because it takes those muscles a moment to readjust after a huge stretch like that. Okay, and we don't want any cramping or recoiling. Other side. Foot goes forward. So that, again, it's important to have the ankle a little ahead of the knee, because we're expecting to make some distance here. Bring that arm up, tuck the tailbone under, got the palm flexed, and let's go. Leaning into the front heel. Pull the tummy tight. And start to isometrically pull that back knee forward towards the front heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can relax that pull. So you're just sort of kneeling on the knee, but now the front knee is going to try and get a little bit more distance. But this is only if you can do that and keep that tuck. That tailbone tucked under, posterior pelvic tilt, however you want to call it. Here we go again. Pulling that back knee forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inching forward. Right, one more time. 5, 4, 3. Keep reaching the top arm high. And then relax the isometric pull, just leaning forward a little bit more. And then the arm can come down and relax. Excellent. Okay, let's move down into the quad muscle. And so if you have your ball, you can use that. You don't have to have a ball. This could be a piece of furniture, just something that you can rest your leg on. So we're going to be back on one knee again. 1 foot forward, but now instead of focusing on the psoas muscle, we're going to be focusing on the quad muscles. So foot is back on the ball, just the top of your foot. If you're using furniture, try to have your toenails against the wall or the couch or whatever it is that you may be using, and then come up as tall as you can. So it's not uncommon that you might need to stay down here with your hands on the floor if you're very tight there today. Good news, it doesn't matter where you put your hands, as long as you're feeling a stretch in the front of your thigh. So for me to feel that stretch on this leg, I need to come up here. Wherever you're feeling the stretch is where you're going to get the benefits. So find that spot and then hang in there. Here we go. Now we're kicking the shin into the wall, into the ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the kick, but now see if you can get a deeper stretch by leaning back further or coming up taller. And kick again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax the kick. Let's see if you can go deeper. This is releasing nicely for me. How are you doing? One more. Nicely is a bit of a stretch. Maybe that word, no pun intended. Keep kicking and then relax into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to slowly switch sides. Nice. Yeah, don't get me wrong. This is uncomfortable. The stretching, it's deep stretching. You definitely feel those muscle fibers lengthening and separating. Okay. Are you ready? Let's do this. Tuck that tailbone under again. Get up as tall as you can, whatever that is for you. And then we're kicking into the wall, ball, couch, whatever you've got back there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the kick. Come back a little bit further. Kick again. Good. Mindfulness is big on this one because it's easy to stop kicking. You can kind of just like do one little kick and then relax. We're constantly kicking for that full 5 seconds. Release here. Lean back, get a little bit taller. Okay, last one. Kick. 2, 1, and then release. Leaning into it a little bit more if you can. Slowly coming all the way back down. Do you know how good this is going to feel when we're all done? So hang in there, okay? Hamstrings are next. So there's so many ways you can do this one. Very simple, no equipment, on your back with one knee bent and the other leg extended. Maybe it's even bent if you're really tight. Okay, don't worry about that part of it. Please just find a stretch in the back of your leg. If you have the ball, you can also be seated upright with your leg on the ball. Okay, so I'm going to choose this option for today. It's the same. So I'm going to be pushing down into the ball, keeping my back straight. If you're lying on your back on the floor, you're going to be pulling your leg towards you consistently and then pushing your leg into your hand. Okay, here we go. 5, 4. So you're pushing the leg away from you, but you're using some resistance, either your hands or the ball, to keep your leg in the same place while you push down. Okay, release the push and see if you can get a little closer to the leg or closer to you. Okay, again, kick away. 5, 4. So keep in mind, this is only going to work if you're not letting the leg get any further away from you. So if you're using a yoga strap or something like that, keep it tight. Okay, relax the kick, but see if you can come closer to the leg. Every inch or half a millimeter that you gain, keep it. Make sure you're not letting it get away from you. You want to continue to keep that stretch, that muscle under stretch tension. Last one, kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the kick so you can get a little bit closer. Oh, I need this today. This is good. How are you feeling? I'm going to switch, okay? Other side. All right, get ready to push down. Flexing at the ankle is important too. Make sure that the foot is flexed, toes towards your nose. Let's go, push down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the push, lean in a little bit more, or pull in a little bit more. And down again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Coming a little bit closer or staying exactly the same. Do not let off. You want to keep that full stretch the entire time. The only thing you're letting off is the kick. Okay, one more. Kick for 5. Keep kicking, keep kicking, keep kicking, keep kicking, keep kicking. Release the kick, but come in a little bit closer. Woo, yeah. And easing off, easing off, easing off. All right. Glutes. Oh, baby, this is going to be good. Okay. No ball, no problem. So you lie on your back with your ankle over your knee, one arm in between, hands over the knee, lying back, and then your job is going to be to kick that ankle down into the knee. Since I have the ball, I'm going to come up here and have a seat and crossing my ankle over my leg. Okay. So wherever you are, that'll work great. Level the hips and lean forward until you have a stretch, or pull your legs in until you feel the stretch. And then that's our starting point, kicking the ankle into the top knee. Here we go. 5, 4, keep kicking. 3, 2, 1. Stop kicking, but now close the gap a little bit. Pull in tighter, legs to the chest or chest coming down towards the legs, and then let's kick again. 5, 4. This kicking down movement should bring the knee further away from you. 3, 2, 1. Good, release the kick so you can come any closer. Let's do one more. Okay, kick extra hard this time. 5, 4, 3, whoa, 2, like you're prying the hips open. 1, release the kick, come a little bit closer, as close as you can. And then slowly all the way back up again. This technique is especially good if you have tight muscles from a workout or from doing something physical. You know how it goes, even painting. You do something in the house that you don't normally do, and the next day you wake up, you've got all these tight muscles. Oh my gosh, hedge trimming. That one gets me in the forearms. Things like that, these stretches are really good for because you feel so tight, like you can't move, and then you go through this range of motion and you get that range back in your muscles. They're still going to be tender for a day. You know, it takes 24 to 48 hours for that to go away, but at least you'll feel like you can move around again. Okay, here we go. Kick down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming in a little closer. And kick hard again. 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you sweating? 1. I hope you're getting hot. This is like a workout all on its own. Contracting muscles against the tension in our own body, especially if you're tight. Well, for sure, the tighter that you are, or any of the muscle groups where you're extra tight, you're going to be working very hard. It's like weightlifting. Here we go. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in a little bit closer for that stretch. And then slowly ease off. Okay, it's not weightlifting, but it's like weightlifting. All right, side stretch. So we're gonna use the ball here, draping ourselves sideways over the ball, taking the top arm overhead. So this time our fixed anchor is gonna be the bottom arm holding the top arm. Get into the biggest stretch possible. And then for 5 seconds, I want it to be like you're trying to pull your arm out of the bottom hand. So you're pulling up, and in doing so, lengthening this whole top side of the body. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to, instead of pulling upward, now you're going to use your bottom arm to just pull downward. Okay, it should feel like if your bottom hand slipped, your top arm would come out. So pulling up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax the top arm, but use that bottom arm to pull the top arm further over. One more, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the top arm, pull with the bottom arm, and then slowly come all the way back up. This is definitely not a spectator sport because, let's face it, it looks the same through the entire thing. But wow, right? You're feeling the difference between the contract and the relax. Feels incredibly different inside the body. All right, so we're taking that wrist, finding the stretch point, and really tuck the tailbone under here. That's going to give you the best elongation. All right, for 5 seconds, I want you to imagine you're trying to pull your top arm out of the bottom hand. 5, 4, 3, pull, 2, lengthen, 1, and then relax that pull. Use the bottom arm to reach over, up and over. Okay, again, pull up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pull over the ball even more. I'm going to just adjust so I can get a deeper stretch here. For the last one, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the top arm. Use that bottom arm to pull further over. Big stretch. And then slowly make your way all the way back up. Wow. Let's do one more. Okay, using this ball again. So have a seat. Have a seat, rolling out. Head on top of the ball. Here's the important thing. Roll out far enough that you feel like you're lengthened over the top of the ball. so that even the back of your neck feels like the skin is as close to the back of the ball as possible. Okay, so then you're coming back as far as you're comfortable going over the ball. Still fully supported by the ball, that's really important. We're gonna take the arms overhead and then bring the hands behind your head. I'm interlacing my fingers behind my head and opening the elbows. Okay, so this is a chest and back stretch. Push your hands into the back of your head. Keep your head on the ball. 5, 4. This stretch should be across the chest and shoulders. 2, 1, and then relax your elbows down and go a little bit further back over the ball. Keep those hips high. Good, pushing your head into your hands again. Hands into your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the elbows. Oh, that was a good one. And last one, push. Keep that chin towards the neck. Remember, double chins are cool in the gym. That good alignment of your head, neck, and shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and then relax the elbows down. Maybe go a little bit further. Bring your arms over your head. Oh, big stretch. Slowly bring your head all the way back up. That's it. Okay, I hope as you're walking around now after this, you just feel just a little bit even more awesome than before. Let's do this again soon, okay? Thanks for joining me today.